love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is your boy TK. This is the first official episode of I Love You Daddy. Um, I am taking my podcast that I have, audio, and I'll put it on YouTube now. I'm doing the video of I Love You Daddy. So this first episode, I'm gonna talk about the transition from a dual uh, income house to a single income house. Um, Next month, April, will be 6 years that I've been, separated and divorced. So it's been a rough going the last 6 years, to be honest. Going from a two-person income and going down to a single-person income. I live right outside of Baltimore, and I mean this is probably like one of the highest areas. We have like what they call the DMV. Maryland, D.C., Virginia. Outside of New York and California, probably maybe like Texas somewhere. This is like one of the highest areas to live, and I mean, people making six figures here is nothing. So you live in paycheck to paycheck. So going from a two-person income to a one-person income has been it's been really hard, and then you got to add on everything. So I'm originally from Jersey. Um, about a year and a half ago, I moved back to New York for work, so I used to have to drive down from New York to get my daughter every other weekend, which was financially hard and physically hard, and put a lot of miles on my car. Then I've had to move pretty much every year because I've been in apartments, and a part of the divorce was I gave up my rights to the house. So I just as a father, I wanted my daughter to be well taken care of, and I didn't have any fight left in me, to be honest. So not only did I have to go from a dual income house, earning to a single, but then you got to add on like child support. Um, you know, I drive 2 hours one way to pick my daughter up every other weekend. So you're talking like a 4 hour drive on a Friday and another 4 hour drive on a Sunday. So, with gas prices, like they are, and it, men we get a bad rap because like the courts only see like the negative. They don't see everything behind the closed doors. And I mean, I wasn't the one that left the relationship. I mean, and I've always been a communicator, but um, it's tough, man. I mean, and I try not to hold resentment in my heart, and I try not to be pissed off. But it's just like, man, I'm working my butt off, and for what? Just to pay bills and to pay child support. Like, I like I don't have a life outside of that. It's just like, and then I'm in an entanglement with my employer, and I'm taking a hit on that, and it's been mentally frustrating. It's been depressing. Then I'm applying for all these other jobs, and here I am, a highly qualified black man, and I got a top secret clearance from a federal law enforcement agency, and I can't get a damn job, and like for instance, I interviewed for a job last week, and then they emailed me today saying basically the same thing that everybody else says, like thanks for applying and taking the time out for interview. You're a great candidate, but we went with another candidate, and I swear to fucking God, man, if I hear that shit again, bro, I'm gonna and it's like I went to Georgetown. I mean, I have a master's from Georgetown. I can't even fucking get a job, bro. It's just like, man, bro. Like, what did I put in the universe for me to be in this situation, man? And then I love my daughter and we have a really good relationship. But it's like she's 10 now, and I called her the other day, man, and it's like can I get a 2 minutes of your time? And like and I always think like, what are like what's her mom saying about me? What's this new dude saying about me? And it's just hurtful, man. And as a man, you try not to, um, you know, carry around this anger and this hurt. But like I mean, like I'm out of options, man. Like like what the hell do I do from here, bro? Then when you meet a young lady and you know, you're divorced, you got a kid, and you got drama in your life, and I mean, it's stressful, man. And you know, out here just struggling, man. Ain't got nobody to talk to. And then VA is putting me through, going back and forth with all these damn appointments, and it came out of an article the day that I was reading, like Lambda VA is like they want to go back and revamp the ratings for everybody. I'm like, man, this is just crazy, bro. Like, I mean, we put the uniform on, we serve this country, man, and like, when you come back, and I mean, a lot of people just don't realize, man, it's not even about war. It's like, you're in the military, you're getting a paycheck every 2 weeks, you got a place to stay, your bills are paid, you got food on the table. So, and I'm not trying to say that, that's a bad thing, and I'm not trying to like push off responsibility, but you get caught up in a cycle of like having the shit done for you, and then like, then you're married, and I mean, you're having a partner, and like, everything's 50-50, and then like one day you wake up and the fucking shit's gone, bro, and it's like, you're out here by yourself, man, and it's like, man, bro, and there's like no communities, or nobody can feel your pain. I mean, people say, oh, if you need something, reach out, but then you reach out, and then it's like, they can't really fully understand what the fuck you're going through, man. I mean, it's like, and it's like you want to open up and talk to people, but then as a man, you don't want to put your crap on them. And then secondly, like if you do open up, and I mean, they're, oh, it's gonna be okay, or uh, like keep your head up, or but they can't really understand like what you feel, and like the anger and the hurt that you carry around on a daily basis. Like they don't have no clue, man. And I try to talk sometimes to my dad, but like my parents been married like 40 something years. I'm 51. They've been married since I was a little kid. I mean, like they don't have the clue of what it is to be a divorced dad, trying to be out here surviving alone, and trying to be a good father, trying to be a good human being. And just, I mean, in this country, like, being a black man in this country is like, it's frustrating at times. Like, how can I have a high education from one of the top schools in the country, but I can't get a job, man? Then I try to go get these little part-time gigs, and they look at me like this brother got a master's degree from Georgetown. You've been working for the government for 20 something years. Like what? We can't retain this dude for no $15 an hour, like. And then people wonder why I'm frustrated or why I'm pissed off, man. And I'm telling you, man, like, I just don't know. So that's why I'm doing these videos. And I mean, I know nobody's gonna watch this shit anyway, but you know, if somebody does, and you're feeling the same way, just like talk to me, man. Like, throw me a bone, and I'll try to bring somebody on, like to interview them, because I know one person that's going through something worse than me. But the brother, he just wasn't ready to open up to the world and put his story out there. And I mean, I get it, man. It's what this brother's going through is just, I thought I was going through some shit, but like, he's going through way worse. I mean, he can't even see his kids, man. And that's like another thing, man. You're a divorced dad out here, man, and like, sometimes I'm fortunate where my ex is not like, she's not really vindictive, or at least, you know not that I know of, but who knows what really goes on behind closed doors. And I try to maintain an open relationship with my daughter. I mean, but she's only 10. Like, I don't want to talk to her about no adult stuff. Like when she's with me, it's daddy and daughter like time, chill out, have fun. And I mean, I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna let you be a kid while you with me. Like whatever you do at your parent, like, well, not really hate saying parents, but whatever you do at your mom and old dude's house. I mean, that's what you do. But then, as a father, I'm always thinking like, how's this dude treating my daughter? Um, and I always think like, what rights as a parent do I have? I mean, it's like as far as like disciplining goes, and like my ex, she wrote me, last week, like the day of, they were having something at the school. And it's like, you writing me the day of, and then I, at like 4 o'clock, and the thing at 5, and I live 2 hours away, like, and then like, when I do finally get to show up at the school, or partake in something, people looking at me like, who is this dude? I'm the father, man. But the school don't reach out to me. My ex, she sends me a text like, an hour before the event, and I live like 2 hours away. I'm telling you, man, like, and then they wonder why, like, we like men are so, like men in my position are so wound up and so so just angry, you know what I mean? And it's like, damn, and like there's no programs, you know, and it's just hurtful, man, you know, like to put on the uniform and serve this country faithfully and to work for the government for, you know, almost 20 years faithfully and be loyal, be a hard worker, have a good work ethic, and just to be like, man, it's hurtful, it's frustrating, and you know, man, I'm at the end of my rope, man. Like, God, leave, man. You know, and I talk to, you know, I talk to God every day, man. And I'm just like, please, man, like, you know, my back against the wall right now. Like, I'm just, you know, it's like a wild animal being backed in the corner, man. Like, you know, it, somebody gonna come by and you know, this is gonna be that one instance where I'm just gonna lash out, man. It's you know, but that's why, you know, like I'm in school, I'm using the vocal rehab, I'm educating myself, I'm learning something that I love, I'm doing this music thing, and you know, we gonna see what happens, and yeah, man, it's, you know, but again, I mean, it's been a struggle going from a dual income to a single income in this area, and it's just like, and then you know, as a father, I think like, man, I want to get out of here, man, like I want to move, you know, like, you know, I want to go somewhere where I can get a 2 bedroom for, you know, $600, $700, $800 instead of, you know, like 1900, you know. But but then I think, you know, like what's my responsibility as a father? Like I need to be around here so I can be in my kid's life, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I feel trapped, man. Like, you know, then like if you say something to like your family or your parents or whatever, you know, they first thing is like, oh, what about the kid? You know, like I'm thinking about shit, what about me? Like I'm 51, like I need to have a life too, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't take care of my kid if I can't take care of myself. Like, I mean, I'm lost, man. I'm looking for ideas, really. You know, I'm just looking. I'm looking. I'm not finding, but I'm looking every day, and people just don't understand, man. Like it's a hard transition. I mean, and you know, the VA, they don't want to hear our shit. They just throw medicine and money at you, and I mean, you know, family's about the same. You know, they'll just throw some money at you and you know say, you know, keep your chin up or whatever, but instead of like trying to get to the root of the problem. I mean, it's just like, you know, what do you do when you go, you know, when you lose a partner and you have to fend for yourself? I mean, you know, people are gonna say, oh, you got to man up. I mean, I am manning up. I'm making it happen, you know, but at the same time, man, like when am I gonna get a break too? Like, I mean, I'm out here scrapping, man. Like, and it's just like, bruh, like I'm tired, man. You know, black man's always got to carry the weight of the world on his shoulder, and it's just like, when do we get a break? You know what I'm saying? Fought with you know, I fought with the child support for 6 months, tried to get my child support lowered, finally got lowered, and then that, you know, I'm in this situation with my employer where they haven't changed it, and then it's like, I'm never gonna see that money, even though I'm paying extra. That's extra money that the Commonwealth of Virginia is getting, and you know, it's easy to say don't be pissed off about it, don't concentrate, but I mean, money, man. I mean, like that's my money, you know, but I'm never gonna get it back, you know. And like nobody's gonna do anything about it. You know, that's just the way of the world in this country, and it's just crazy. I mean, but you know, I've always done the right thing. I've always stayed above board, man, and you know, it's funny, man. You know, like this. You know, I don't know what else to do, man. Really, you know, I'm doing the best with what I got. So, you know, when it goes down on the books, I mean, I gave it the old college try, man. So anyway, that's my rant for this first episode. You know, it's been very hard. Like I said, going from a dual income to a single income. Again, like you know, I'm just expressing my feelings, and I'm trying to just give light on like you know some of the things that you know divorced fathers go through, and just you know I'm bringing it like you know through my eyes to the world. And I mean, this is hard, like to sit here open up on video and I mean put this out on a public platform for the world to see and to critique you and you know eat you up, you know what I mean? So um, you know every week is gonna be something different. So I think like next week, um, I'm gonna talk about, um, I guess like I don't know if I should just do like communication or well, the acceptance of a new partner in not only your ex's life but in your child's life or your children's life. So that's what's gonna be the next episode. So I'm gonna do that next week. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna chop this video up. I'm gonna edit it up. Not chop it. I'm gonna edit it, and I'm gonna put it out this weekend. And I got my daughter. She's saying "I love you, Daddy," so I'm gonna put that on the end, on the front and on the back. So it'll be an intro and an outro. So, you have any suggestions, any ideas? If anybody looks at this video, hit me up in the comments. Hit the like button. Um, give me a follow. Subscribe to my channel. Hear my story. Um, if you got any advice or any leads for me, definitely hit me up. Shoot me something in the comments. Had a couple people for my full self videos hit me up, and I want to connect with them, but then I don't want to put my personal email out there. So I think I might have to put or create another email so I can have people get in contact with me. So anyway, thanks for listening. I need some motivation. I need some help, man. So peace out.
I love you, Daddy. I love you, Daddy.